I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game, because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age, because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
Got it. 50 seconds to Mike. Here we go. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 70 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league again.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
4 yards the pickup, first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 75 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. so far, hasn't been too successful.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Haskins will throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready?
On first and goal, Gurley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Haskins on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Third down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set. 10-2 stop. You ain't going nowhere.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. A throw complete to Dorsett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. He'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your deep.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he's trying to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Haskins. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just 1 score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here we go again. Here we go again. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime here. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Garland. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. And remember, he had one blocked earlier.
50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 27, Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13 to 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a line first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
70 Indy.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 52-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready? Hey, that's good. Shoot.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 22. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they've put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Haskins. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, it's Haskins. Open man, Butler complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Haskins. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. Haskins now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But, yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
On the set. 56. And it's getting it hard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, it's Haskins. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last.
They recoup with a score here, right?
Be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll 40. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Gurley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You got nothing.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Let's go, baby.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
60 outlaw.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3.
This one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the